Hey there, Aries Sun, Aries Moon, Aries Rising. Welcome to your reading for the month of September. We're also going to take a look at that full moon that is happening on August 30th. We'll do that toward the end of the reading here. So I am going to pull like a version of the Celtic Cross, but it's really not. We're going to look at it in a different way. So here's the energy that you find yourself currently in. And then here is the energy that your subconscious is currently working on. I'm only going to read these in the upright. And this is energy that that you should be focusing on, what to focus on for the month of September, right? And so while your subconscious is busy working, you're consciously working on something. Here's the energy that is influencing where you are moving into this month with. Here we will put the energy of the challenge for you for this month and the opportunity. Oh, they're both threes. That's very interesting. Okay, and then we're going to look at the energy for that first week, September 1st through the 9th, and the week of the 10th through the 16th. Let's take a look at what superpower you have that you can really lean into. Nice, very, very nice. You actually have some really nice, sweet energy coming out. This is the energy of the advice for you of what action to take. And then when we get done, we're going to go ahead and pull for the full moon. And just to let you know, I am going to when I finish this video, I'm going to go on and do the second half of the month. It will be available in 2 weeks, so this might be a good time if you're enjoying this to hit that subscribe and notification bell so that you will know what is going on, so that so you know when they're uploaded. I'm also this month going to do for you guys a video on success. We'll do that after the planets are moving forward, so the personal planets, so that'll be very helpful energy then. And next week we'll take a look at whatever the heck Spirit wants to talk about. So here you have this energy of the Hermit for your overall energy. So let's see what that means in light of what else we have going on. This is an opportunity for you to really tap into your spirituality. So Aries, especially if you're Aries rising, the 9th house would be that energy of the Hermit. It would be the 9th house issues. But no matter, I almost feel like no matter where in your chart, 9th house issues are coming in. So that is the long distance travel. That is the spiritual development. It is the communication at a distance, things coming in. A communication at a distance might be reconnecting in with those of your soul tribe that you haven't communicated with for a while, because we have the challenge and the opportunity both being that energy of 3 of connectivity, and the superpower to lean into that you have is the 6 of Cups. And so this is that connecting in. It's almost like it's not who you know, it's not what you know, it's who you know. It becomes a real benefit, but it's a connection on an emotional level. It isn't so that's what's interesting here, right? You're trying to build something, but the challenge is if you make it all about the business, the pentacles, that's a bit challenging. But if you make it about the emotional connection and how can we work together to create something, to manifest something, if you try to do it that way, and then that's really leaning into the superpower of connecting on an emotional level. And again, it's a retrograde, right? Mercury's still in retrograde until the 15th. So this is through that. But even as it clears September, it's still moving slow. It's still in shadow. And so it's a really great time to reconnect and air the energy to lean into. Oh, I'm going to have to, again. I'm sorry, Aries, you are first in line because I do the fire signs first, and you're the first fire sign here. Can you see everything? Okay, so here, the energy of what your subconscious working on is filling up your emotional cup. We have the Knight of Cups. This Knight of Cups, though, he's almost like spreading the joy. It's not even like he's filling up his own cup. That's so funny. He's got his cup extended, and he's flying over the emotional waters, and they're... Boy, I don't know. This is dorsal fin. I cannot tell you if it's shark-infested waters or if that's a dolphin down there. I think the dolphin's tail goes a different direction than the shark's tail. Hold on, because I think that I might be able to find a picture in here to help me figure that out. So but he's got his feet barely above the emotional waters, but he's not submerged in them, right? He's picking up that energy and he's using it to blow bubbles, but they're heart-shaped bubbles out of his cup. And as he's doing this is like spreading the love and the joy, and it's very playful energy. There's a little cat sitting here on the edge, trying to play with the bubbles. But I do think the other thing to remind yourself is those bubbles won't last very long, right? They won't last very long, and they will burst if you're not careful. Yeah, dolphins' tails. Yeah, see, dolphins' tails, they point down. So this is shark-infested waters because that tail is pointing up. And I really think it's a shark. So it's almost as though you consciously, on a subconscious level, so you subconsciously choose, yeah, then the shark's tail goes up. Okay, so subconsciously choosing, you're on a subconscious level, the energy is, I'm going to put joy out into the world. I'm going to put playful energy out into the world because it is in exuding this energy from my soul. And honestly, Aries, that is your energy, right? That joyful, play-filled, inner child energy. But it's almost like trying to spread the love and trying to spread the joy through your positive attitude is what your subconscious is, what you're subconsciously doing. So whether or not you're aware that this is happening, this is helping to navigate, right? To move from this, it's all about the business, but into this more emotional connection in order to create something and to manifest something for yourself this month. As you were walking out of August, we have this Two of Swords, this choice and decision making, but she's right on target. So whatever you were thinking about, whatever you were focusing on, and she is blindfolded and she is hitting it. So it's intuitively knowing. It is intuitively knowing how to approach people, is intuitively knowing which direction to move in. It's really getting in touch with that intuition. There's a full moon in Pisces coming up. And so that full moon in Pisces is about using your emotional intelligence to know what to release out into the world, either release some project you're trying to create, or release things that emotionally are not working for you. And so really focusing in on that. And that will allow you to really connect in. I really think that connecting in with your higher self, this being the underlying energy of the reading of the Hermit here, it feels like she's in meditation, she's out in the woods, and she looks so peaceful and relaxed, and there's an owl of wisdom there, which is really interesting. I'm sorry, I'm trying not to get too into the weeds with yeah, that's what I thought. I try not to get too into the weeds with astrology here. I'm going to try to save that for my other channel and for over on Facebook. But this right here, this you have Athena at the full moon. She is the kite. She is the focus point. She is where you outlet the energy. Well, she's not the focus point. I'm sorry. She is the underlying gift. Your knowledge and your wisdom. Your knowledge and your wisdom here. It comes right down to Athena. And this is why it's the underlying here. It is the gift. It is the gift worth sharing out. And it is your connection with your own emotional and spiritual IQ and intelligence, right? The intelligence that you have emotionally and spiritually will allow you to make the right choices. I love what you are focused on. You have the Ace of Swords. This Ace of Swords is this clarity. This is deciding what it is that you're going to do and what is worth your time and your effort, and it's receiving downloads and insights. And again, that really ties into that energy around that full moon. That full moon is being assisted by Uranus, and this is what this looks like. Uranus and Taurus, like she's really small, she's very grounded, she's very connected, and yet she is reaching up, trying to find the clarity and trying to get the insight. We also have Mars in Libra, which could also be this energy of seeking the clarity through a sense of justice and knowledge and information that comes in. And so really focusing on what it is you want to bring in. She looks like she's trying to bring in a lightning bolt. trying to bring in the ideas, being open to receiving the clarity and the insight and the downloads. And there's so much opportunity for that coming up this month. And so I think that this is energy you can really lean into. All right, so let's take a look at that week of the September 1st through the 9th. You have the Queen of Wands. Perfect. You have the Queen of Wands. Look at how she looks like she just won the beauty pageant there. She is sitting on the dragon, and the dragon is protecting her. He's got his wings spread, and he's watching. He's watching out for her. So you're divinely guided and protected in some kind of a way that you are going to be visibly seen, right? You're going to be on display, and I feel like the center of attention. People are paying attention to what you're doing. And here again, with these threes here as the opportunity and the challenge, this is the opportunity to collaborate with using your emotional intelligence and what you want to create, what's joy. So sometimes we're faced with, I could make money doing this, but I really would love to do that, right? Pentacles versus cups. And so the emotional satisfaction of something is sometimes worth more even than the money that you would make. And I think if you really do something you love, eventually it pays for you. All right. Next week after that, the 10th through the 16th, you have 3 6s here. Who's missing? 6 of Pentacles. And really these 2 3s add up to a 6. And so it's more about choosing to collaborate instead of it has to be in give and take. There's this energy of giving, right? So you may find this month. Okay, so Virgo energy, which is September energy, is about being in service to others. It is about being in service to others. And the way to be in service to others here is to shine your light out there and be caring and emotionally there. So here we have the 6 of Wands, which looks a lot like this energy here. She is the center of attention. She's dressed in red, and she's got the dragon now. Yeah, she's got the dragon all over her dress. She's got that same bouquet almost, but what she's doing is she's handing out the accolades to those who are in need, right? It's almost 6 of Pentacles, but it's like her creative energy. She is using it to serve others, and even though she is the center of attention and people are really impressed with her, she's very, it's humility. She's very humble about it. She's like, I appreciate all of you guys appreciating me, but I want you to know I appreciate you. And that is where the success comes in for you, right? That is where the success comes in, from giving back on an emotional level. But it's not just all about the business this next 2 weeks. It's not just all about the business in the month of September. It is about the clarity of understanding. And I tell people all the time, people will take a job. I used to manage. I did a lot of hiring and training. That was my other life. And I would tell managers when I was training them, try to remember people will take a job because they need money, but they stay. They stay when they feel appreciated. So this would be a month to try to catch people doing things right. And what this is going to allow you to do, here we have the 6 of Swords. This is going to allow you to move forward in a direction. It's that full moon right there. Of letting go of something that's not working for you and allowing yourself to move forward in collaboration with others. Again, we have 3 people here. And so there's this moving forward, and it's not just you. And so these swords are thoughts, right? Mercury is in retrograde, and Mercury is about the thoughts. And Uranus in Taurus. Uranus and Taurus, if you are Aries rising, is your house of what you value. Your thoughts are important, but look, here we're reaching up trying to receive information, right? And here we've sheathed the swords. We have our thoughts, but we're keeping them to ourselves. And this green, this growth, this opportunity, even though we've got leaves falling down, even though it's fall season, there's still growth opportunities in whatever. So no matter what, as the change of the seasons come in, that's on the 21st or the 22nd this year. I can't recall. As that change of seasons come in, I will cover that in the next reading. As that moves and we're moving through that energy, we are harvesting, but there's still things growing, right? I mean, if you have a garden, you will know that as the fall season comes in, those tomatoes keep producing, the peppers will keep producing, the onions will keep producing, the garlic keeps, there's a lot of broccoli comes in, then the cabbages come in. And so there's a lot of things that keep producing, even though you can feel the change. And so there's a change in the wind that comes in with this full moon for you. And I guess that's a good segue. We'll look at what that is. There's a change in the wind that's coming in, and it's giving you the opportunity right now to move things forward by allowing your emotions of what brings you joy to dictate the direction in which you're taking and being open to receiving the guidance that you need. And this allows you to move forward in a very healing way. So let's go ahead and take a look at that full moon. That full moon is happening on, I have notes, sorry. The full moon is happening on the 30th of August at 9:36 p.m. Eastern Time Zone in the U.S. I did put a chart calculator in the description box below so that you know what time it's happening for you. It is happening at 7 degrees, so it's in the novice stages. It's in the initiating stages. It's in the I got to learn a lot still about this energy of Pisces, about how to emotionally connect with others in a way that is beneficial. And so that is happening. The other thing that's interesting, Aries, is that it actually happens when the ascendant is at 16 degrees of Aries. And so this is energy right in the middle of your chart as the sun is rising into your energy that this is happening. So that's kind of cool. So that energy right there, when we find ourselves here, it is about feeling our sense of integrity, spiritual clarity, spiritual purity, and really and trusting our and believing in ourselves. This is where we learn to believe in ourselves and our goals and our dreams. Oh, that is so interesting. Okay. So in this Ace of Swords card, she's standing there, and it looks to me like, as she's got the sword up, that looks like a bunch of doves. The doves of peace coming in, right? And you got the dove. So this is that spiritual connection that the doves are like spirit contact, right? But it's a peace. It's a sense of peace. You have all this healing energy. You have the 3s and the 6s, all this beautiful healing energy. Oh my God, I never even told you. Here's the energy you find yourself in, the 10 of Cups. Like, you find yourself right now, like, feeling like you have it. You have all the emotional satisfaction, and so you have an opportunity to spread it. Now, you're going, wait, no, that is not how I feel. I want to say this is why heart coherence is so important. So, if you are not actively finding yourself in this energy, and we get to choose our attitude. We get to choose our attitude. We can't choose a lot of other things. And so I really don't want to get into it, but this month is a lot about being the calm center in the eye of the storm of chaos going around you. That is for everyone. And so a simple thing you can do whenever you're feeling stressed, or in the morning or in the evening, to clear your energy, is just to put your hand on your heart right here and connect in and be open to receiving, right? And now what we're trying to do is we're going to take a nice deep breath in, count to like 2 or 3, and exhale for longer, 4 or 5, 6, and just breathe. And while you're doing that, choose to feel joy, choose to feel grateful, choose unconditional love for yourself. That's real self-acceptance. Choose your attitude. 10 of Cups. I have ever more than enough. I'm happy with my life. If you choose to feel like what that would feel like, even if that's not how you feel, because you're creating that calm center in the eye of the storm. If you choose to go into that energy, you can manifest and create that for yourself. And so with this full moon, you have an opportunity to release that energy that's going on swirling around you and bring yourself into the center of peace. And allow yourself, this is the goddess of love, was born from an egg nurtured by a dove. And Venus is a big player in this. Venus is actually going to station retrograde on, I'm stationed direct on the 3rd of September. And she's at 12 degrees, which is about the self-empowerment and choosing to be inspired and to move yourself forward. And so this energy really coming in is so appropriate for you. You have enjoyed the journey and look at the underbelly. Enjoy the journey and look at the underbelly. Along, moonlight, enchantment, magic, and the spirit guardian of autumn, letting go. What perfect energy for this full moon. It's a change of seasons that's coming on us. The next full moon happens, we are deep in fall. Let's see, this one is in Pisces. The next one is in your sign, Aries. That's on the 29th of this month. So I guess I'm covering 2 moons on the next reading. Just realized that. Okay, so this full moon is an opportunity here for you to really let something go and allow the magic to come in. The magic is actually, without getting too much into the weeds on the astrology, the magic of this one is that we can't really see what's ahead of us, but we believe that it's better than what we're leaving behind. We believe this is the action that is recommended. We believe that we're going to leave behind the negative energy, and as we move forward, there will be growth and there will be opportunity. We believe that without seeing it. That is the energy of the hermit. The hermit is this sense of knowingness, of trust. This is your connection with your higher self. And this is believing that things happen for you, not to you. And as you learn to believe that, if you learn to trust that energy, then we get to this. Oh, it's number 6 too. How funny is that? Looking at the underbelly. Be sure that you are using your time in the best possible manner. You might consider taking time to organize yourself or perhaps a project that you're working on because you use some fine-tuning. We have this energy here about creating and producing something. So there's some very practical advice on how to do it. Plus, with Mercury in retrograde until the 15th, that is still reorganizing, realigning, reevaluating. And so this is really great energy to use for that Mercury retrograde. But here, enjoy the journey. All the learning, all the knowledge, and all the gifts along the way that brings in that owl of wisdom, which I've lost track of where. Oh, the owl of wisdom that's sitting on a tree right here. Athena. Athena is the underpinning energy of the kite formation at this full moon. She is saying the knowledge and the wisdom that you gained through your journey is going to serve you well as you chase down your dreams, because the outlet point for this is Neptune in Pisces. Neptune rules Pisces. And so at the time of this full moon, there's a kite that is happening in this. This is the energy to fly, basically. It's very positive and inspiring energy. And that Neptune is actually at the tipping point for this one and also for the new moon that is coming up on the 15th. And so this idea about how do we reorganize around this dream, this goal that we have, is what this is about. So what can you let go of with this full moon that doesn't serve you, that allows you to move forward and enjoy the journey along the way and see the opportunities in everything? But it's going to come from feeling it through the heart space. So quite the month ahead of for you. I'm going to leave these cards all out and I will record the second half of the month so that if you forget anything, we'll revisit it a little bit when you come back. Make sure you hit the notification bell so that you will be notified when we get to the second half. Thank you for your comments. Oh, speaking of comments, if you guys would like, I am going to start doing a personal reading for one person every month, and the way to get into that would be to leave me a comment. Leave me a comment so that it helps my analytics, but it also, that's the only way I can know who you are. All right, you guys take great care. I'd love to see you over on Facebook. I really do get into the astrology there. All right, you guys take care. Talk to you soon.